So I just saw Evil Dead Burn. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I love Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2 is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, and I find the entire franchise to be a rare case. Rise brought a fresh pair of eyes to the series that led to a reboot that the franchise really needed, keeping the spirit of the original films while exploring new ideas. I don't think Evil Dead has gotten a single bad film in its entire run. Or at least I would say that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Evil Dead Burn is pretty great. It keeps the spirit of the thematically on-brand sick as hell title drop that Evil Dead Rise had. It also calls back to the original Evil Dead using the demon POV drone shots. It's an Evil Dead film through and through. What impressed me most about this film is just how polished everything truly is. Not just visually and orally, but primarily in its editing style. The dialogue scenes move a bit quick for my tastes, but it feels the film is trying to establish a consistent freneticism that shined brilliantly in a lot of the smooth scene transitions and, of course, the elaborate horror set pieces. On the topic of cinematography, there's the consistent use of shallow close-ups that really create a disorienting effect. I thought that looked really cool. There is an elaborate one take in this film that is so goddamn impressive. It is so cool that for that alone, I could suggest going to see this movie. The lighting was really cool, especially with the glint in the demon's eyes. The VFX and the lighting all work in tandem together to create an immersive experience. The score is quite good. It takes great advantage of its sound design, not even just for the horror bits. There's some intentionally campy choices made towards the beginning of the film that I actually quite liked and made me feel a little uncomfortable, intentionally so. On top of that, it's violent. Like, seriously violent, like really gory. It's been a little while since I've seen Evil Dead Rise, so I don't really know how these two compare, but just be warned, this film does not let up with its grotesque imagery. I've seen a lot of Letterboxd reviews saying this was inspired by New French Extremity, a movement that I'm not super familiar with outside of Titane. Take that as you will. I like the characters in this film, but I don't think that the script necessarily explores how all of these characters relate to each other on an individual level. The film could have used a better script. There's one glaring plot hole related to something that happens inside the funeral home at the beginning of the movie. I'm trying to talk about it without giving anything away, but that didn't distract me from the crux of what the film was trying to focus on. Again, the horror set pieces are center stage in this film, and they're executed brilliantly. Another win for horror this year. If you're a horror fan, definitely go check this one out. 7 out of 10. Follow for more new movie reviews.